I got home and told Becca, and she was not even remotely surprised by the story. She was like, "Oh yeah, all right, me and Gaz need to tone it down."
Oh, it did make me laugh.
It was good, a good moment. I think there was like a 3-second gap until
We're
it
both
kind
just
of
like,
clicked what just happened.
Oh, it was just...
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, Gaz is just rubbing his face.
Guys, I want to take a moment just to say hi to any people who consider themselves animals. Anyone who feels particularly inclined to be an animal for the next hour and a half. If you feel the urge of your primal instinct coming out of you.
Can I just specify?
Yeah, of course.
Are we going animal, or are we going like animal?
Oh, no. I don't mean like if you feel like rage like an animal.
Like a cage
I
animal.
mean like if you
Just
feel
focus-
like a frog.
Yeah, okay. All
You're
right.
like, oh, I feel a bit froggy today.
Yeah, just wanted
Right.
to check.
Yeah.
I think people would have been confused at first.
I want you to, in the comments, just throw down what that animal is.
Yeah, your spirit animal and why you're being them today.
Spirit animal. God, that's a good one. Like a spirit animal.
What do you think your spirit animal would be?
I would love it to be something like a bear,
Yeah.
but I imagine it's more like, not a hippo because they're a bit too active. I imagine it's not a sloth.
Oh, what about panda? That's a bear.
No, it wouldn't be a bear. I'm not that cool. I'm just not that cool. I'd be like a capybara or something stupid. Like
That's cool.
It's not. They're just weird. No one really cares about a wombat. That's what I'd be. What about you? I'm a lion.
I haven't even found what I am.
Yeah. I'm a fucking lion, aren't I? It's an animal to itself.
I do like to consider myself a rhinoceros,
Okay.
but not.
You think you're cool enough to be a rhino?
That's what I'm saying.
You think if every human being in the world was turned into an animal, you get to rhino. That's where you get.
I think if every human
Yeah,
was
fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
C- out there.
You'd be my rhino.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I'd be happy to be anything that's like a wildebeest or a bison or
I just want to be a relevant animal.
relevant.
That's what I want to be. You know, there's irrelevant animals, like animals that people,
Give a shit about.
yeah, just ones that didn't even make it into Zootropolis. That kind of animal.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Don't do them.
All I don't want to be is something that's like, like a snow leopard.
Oh, that's pretty cool, though.
But I don't want to be that.
Why?
I want to be like, oh, there's no one else here. I want that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm the king of this
Yeah.
tundra.
This hasn't been seen for 8 years. And I'm like, I got no friends.
I'd be like a really cool fish. That's what I think I'd be.
Okay.
But like not a cool fish that people, like one that's right down at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
You know, recently in the news, there's that anglerfish that swam up.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Did you see
I
how
got
small that
bored
was?
and I was like,
Yeah.
let me out.
You were like
Trying to
the
be
moth
relevant.
version,
Yeah, I'm trying to, that's me with this podcast, trying to be relevant. And they're like, that belongs further down.
Yeah. Well, that shouldn't be here.
Yeah. That's a bit weird, isn't it? How ugly it is. Get it?
I love that metaphor. I want to put that out there. That is a fantastic
Welcome to
metaphor.
the Anglerfish podcast.
Yeah. We're trying to we want to be seen, but we're not heard.
Yeah. No one cares. What's that fish that's like an actual proper fish in the water, but as soon as you take it out of the water, it like becomes a blob? There's loads of like memes about it.
The blobfish.
It's called a blobfish. That's fucking brilliant.
The ugly-
Welcome.
The ugly looking thing, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, blobfish.
yeah. But it's like, because in water, it's like a proper fish, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's ugly still, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It's not a blob, though.
Type in blobfish, if that's the right fish I'm talking about or not.
There'll be a picture here for you guys.
Yeah, we'll put the blobfish up. Otherwise, we'll put up whatever the hell Gaz is actually talking about.
Yes, it is.
Come on.
But it doesn't look
I'm
like
right
it's
about
like a proper fish in water.
Crazy.
No, it's a proper fish in water.
Yeah, show me in water. Yeah, it's not ugly. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not a blob.
No, yeah, I agree.
It's not this. Is what is
That's
what's out
so
of
great
water.
when it comes out of water, and that is just appalling. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Gaz.
And this is
Bromantic. Fantastic times. The first thing that I wanted to do was a game I got from our rival podcasts. Equivalent level, same level as us, the Shits and Gig podcast.
I thought you might have said that one.
Well, it's just called Shits and Gigs now because they're too famous to be called a podcast anymore.
Yeah, which is fair.
And it is the top 5 game. Now, I don't know how this is going to work with 1 and 1, but where you're quite intelligent, it's either going to be like a breeze for you and really boring for them, or it'd be quite interesting to see what you think and then what the actual answer. So I'm going to give you, I want the top 5 of this category.
Oh, yeah, I like this.
And then you've got to tell me what you think is your top 5.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you how right or wrong you are.
Okay.
I'll tell you what the top 5 is.
Yeah. All right, sure. This sounds good.
So, the top 5 fastest land animals.
So, that's a good question. I'm going to obviously throw the cheetah straight out there. That's big. Are we going birds as well, like peregrine falcons and stuff like that, or not?
Land animals.
Well,
it's a bird.
So we are going birds.
No. A land animal.
It lives on land.
Okay. Ones that run on land.
Flightless.
Yes.
Right. So the cheetah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the ostrich would make it into the top 5. I'm going to go for it. I think it would be number 5.
Okay. Well, you've got to give me an order. So your fastest is cheetah.
Ostrich would be number 4. There's got to be a 4-legged, like, something quick. I don't know if like a wolf. I don't even think like a mountain lion or anything. I'm trying to think of like what's got some serious speed on it. Would a greyhound be one of the top 5? I'm going to go greyhound.
Greyhound, yeah. What, so set number 2 is greyhound?
I don't know if it's...
You're going number 2, greyhound?
I think I'll go 3 greyhound. I think there's something I'm missing at number 2. I'm not sure what it is. Just because I want to take forever guessing these, I'm going to put wolf at number 5. I bet there's a fucking quick cat or something that I'm just not thinking of for number 2.
You're going to kick yourself.
Am I?
Because once you know it, you're like, of course. You are definitely missing one.
I don't think it's a jaguar or a panther.
You're stuck in a one-track mind here.
I am, aren't I? I'm dug deep in there. What's quick?
You seems to be concentrating on big cats.
I am in there. Right, let's move off of big cats onto fast. The hippopotamus.
Maybe look at what big cats hunt.
Oh, like a gazelle. Yeah, that's a good shout. I'm gonna go with gazelle. I could be sitting here talking about all kinds of deers and stuff, but I'm gonna go.
So you're
with
going
gazelle.
cheetah,
Gazelle.
cheetah, gazelle. What did you say? Wolf for number 3.
No.
What did you say for number 3? Greyhound.
Greyhound.
Ostrich, wolf.
I've tried to give a bit of variety there.
Okay. So the actual answers: cheetah.
Right, number 1.
Boom.
Yeah. I want everyone to know that Gaz showed me a cheetah then.
So the cheetah, 64.8 mile an hour.
Rapid.
The pronghorn was number 2.
64.8.
Yeah.
That's dropped over 10 miles per hour from
No,
the
it was
last one.
70. Yeah, it was 75. Yeah. The pronghorn was
Oh,
correct.
that's still-
the
yeah,
second,
nice.
55 mile an hour. The springbok has squidged in at number 3. Squidged, weird word.
No, I like Squidge. Squidge is good.
Also at 55. So maybe that's a joint second.
Yep.
The Thompson gazelle is number 4 with 50 mile an hour. And the wildebeest is at 50 mile an hour as well.
That's okay.
But then you've got fastest birds as well. Do you know many birds?
I mean, I know the peregrine falcon is number 1. There's probably
Super
hawks
duper
and
fast.
falcons all on there.
Yes, I mean, after number 2, I ain't got a fucking clue. So you've got the peregrine falcon number 1, golden eagles number 2, surprisingly. Yeah,
Really?
for such a large
I think an
bird.
American did this.
200 mile an hour they can get to, apparently.
Bollocks.
240 for the peregrine falcon,
Yeah.
200 for a golden eagle. That's a diving speed,
Yes.
obviously.
Only because he got caught on a plane.
White-throated needle-tail swift.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And then you're going to kick yourself. The Eurasian hobby
Mm.
and a grey-headed albatross.
And that's the one I was gonna
I'm
say.
genuinely surprised an albatross is number 5. They're massive.
I'm more surprised as the fucking eagle's number 2.
Golden eagle. Just missed number 1, so
Mm.
shockingly. The top 5 richest countries in the world by GDP?
So I'm going to guess America's going to be on the list.
Where?
Number 1.
Number 1 is America.
China, number 2.
China, number 2.
Are the UK on that list? Number 5?
Cool. 5.
That's wrong.
No, I just went 3 and then.
People are probably like, Ryan, you're a thicko. I know India's rich. It's Korea, right? This isn't really my area. So I'm just going to put Germany at number 4. And I'll put India at number 3.
Okay. You were not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. UK, kick that out there, mate. We ain't really.
Yeah.
I was surprised you got Germany. That's what I thought you would miss. But you've got United States at number 1.
Yep.
Correct with that. 28 trillion.
Wow.
China, number 2. And they're ahead by a bit. China, number 2 with 18.5 trillion.
Crikey, yeah.
Germany, number 3 at 4.5 trillion. Japan at number 4.
I was close saying then.
4.2 trillion. And then India at number 5, 3.9.
Nice. Well,
So you weren't actually too far. You had the countries,
yeah.
apart from one.
Yeah.
So that was quite impressive.
Japan popped in my head, but I went more Korea. Which I probably should have done. But
Why did you pick Germany? Because that's the one I would never have picked. Would never have gone Germany.
I just know that they've bankrolled a few countries in the past.
Okay.
So that just made me think they've probably got a couple of quid kicking around.
Fair. And you love the Nazis. So.
Yeah, edit that out. Edit that out.
Now, wealth per person.
Okay. Is that per capita?
GDP by per capita, yeah. Wealth per person, yeah.
I'm going to stick with America as number 1.
Okay.
Because India are out of the race now. I'm still going to have China as number 2, though.
Ooh, really?
I am. UK's might make the list now. I'm going to put Germany at number 3.
So you've just gone for the same list.
Essentially. No, I'll put
Japan at number 4.
It's hard to not. Well, India's not on my list now. They're going out. They're out of the herd. Ooh, okay. Sweden. I'm actually going to put in at number 3, please. Germany at number 4. The UK at number 5.
Okay. Wrong, entirely.
No, really?
Not a single country. Luxembourg is number 1. $130,000 per person.
That's cheating there, Tony.
Ireland is number 2.
Wow.
110,000 per person.
Okay, nice.
Switzerland at number 3.
That's when I said Sweden.
You meant
I
Switzerland.
meant
4 is Norway. So it's Nordic. It's all very Nordic.
Okay.
And then Singapore slides in at number 5.
Singapore?
Yep, 85,000.
They've even got poor in their name, haven't they? Swept in there.
Ain't Singer rich. Awful.
I love that.
All right, your next one. The top 5 as of March the 21st, 2025. What are the top 5? That's today. Top 5 highest grossing films worldwide.
Highest grossing? You'd have to go with Avatar. I don't know if Avatar 2 was as high grossing as Avatar 1, so I'm going to go with Avatar 1. I'm going to go with Avengers Endgame. Frozen. I'm not really happy with that, but fine. Can I have a clue of what genre they are?
Number 4 is a tragedy. Number 5 is an animated film. Not number 5. I don't think you'll know.
Don't think I'll know it.
No.
Oh, that's a shame. I wasn't sure if that Everything Everywhere All the Time might be on there.
Number 5.
Go on, just tell me what it is.
Is Nezar 2.
I love that film.
It's a Chinese animated film, but it has very recently surpassed something else that you will 100% know.
Okay, is it a Disney movie?
It is now.
It is now. Star Wars. 9.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So the number 1, you're correct, Avatar.
Lovely.
Number 2 was Avengers Endgame, also correct. Number 3 was Avatar: The Way of Water.
It was
Avatar 2,
there.
yeah, number 3.
Fucking hell.
I can't believe that got
No,
highest
I've not
grossing
even
as well.
seen it all the way through.
No, I didn't think it was that good.
Nah.
Avatar 1 was a big deal. I didn't think Avatar 2 was that big a deal.
Nah.
Number 4 was Titanic. Yeah, and Avatar is only the second Avatar's only just overtaken it. So
Wow, that is unbelievably impressive from Titanic.
1997. Nazar is a Chinese animated film that has recently surpassed Star Wars: The Force Awakens to become the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. It will probably go to the top because it was made in 2025.
I'm going to watch Nazar.
It was made in 2025 and it's currently at 2.085 billion.
See what the hype's about.
Avatar is at 2.923 billion and it was released in 2009.
Oh, I'll tell you what, how good was Avatar though?
Mental.
You know when a
It
movie
was
comes out and you're like, that is amazing.
The thing is, I think about the top 2 there, Endgame was fantastic as well. Like,
I actually way prefer Infinity War to Endgame.
Endgame's the first one, right? No, it's Assemble, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got Avengers Assemble, then Infinity War, then Endgame.
I liked Assemble.
I did not like Assemble.
I liked Assemble because I feel like they nerfed the Hulk after Assemble.
Yeah, that's fair. I think why I loved Infinity War so much is they lose.
Mm.
And I think that's such a good ending.
Infinity War's where the island gets raised up. Is that Infinity War? Who raises the city up?
Yeah, no, is that Age of Ultron?
Of course it is. Yeah. Which one's Infinity War?
The one where Thanos actually snaps his fingers and
right, okay. Yeah.
turns everyone to ash.
Yeah, fair.
I do love that. I can't help it. I just think it's such a good...
Whereas everyone's lost. Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger of
I remember that finished. I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to wait for the next one? How am I going to not know how this ends?
The best scene of all time in the Avengers is the big war scene on your left. That
well, Endgame.
was like...
I don't know. For me, if that was... I don't know.
Really?
No.
What, you don't like get goosebumps at that? When they all appear? Where he's ready to fight, like take the whole army on himself. I mean, he would just die, but...
Yeah.
Like, he was there. He was ready to give his life.
I don't know. For
And
me,
then it
that
was
wasn't...
on your left.
I loved the scene where Thanos is walking through to get the Infinity Stone off of Vision's head, and everyone's trying to stop him.
Mm.
I quite like that scene. That, for me, is a
Okay.
really cool scene.
Okay.
And I love the scene where Thor comes to save them in Wakanda.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a really cool scene.
I think the War one gave me the same kind of feeling as in the first one where Hulk does the I'm always angry and then just smashes that.
How?
What a fucking like
How? Tell you what, actually, that
banging scene.
That whole movie, actually, I was thinking about
It was
Avengers
so
Sevenfold,
good,
but now
man.
I'm thinking back of I
The
thought
first
when
one.
I first watched that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have to recall the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And I was.
But the problem is the first time you watched Avengers Assemble was the first movie like that. Like obviously they'd had the Iron Mans, they had like Hulk, but that was the first one that was like that, and it was like unreal.
It was
like,
so well done.
unreal.
Yeah, the I'm always
Wanna know
angry
my
scene
secret?
was
And there was sadness in there with
top tier.
Bruce trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
Oh, just
It was just real good. Do you only know the Hulk bits?
they're my favourite bits. Was there another? Wasn't it the Hulk?
Avengers assemble around Hulk.
Hulk Assemble. Was that film?
Yeah, I can tell you enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, that you're very
The
right.
sun's
Actually,
going down.
all of it was good. All of it was good. Yeah, I agree.
Apart from Hawkeye, because he's shit.
Yeah, he is a bit of a loser.
What's your power? Don't miss, mate.
Yeah, I'm actually really good with a bow and arrow. I'm like a stat him. No, I'm really good. No, just stat him.
Some of my arrows explode.
Yeah.
I can have that though.
Yeah. I'm unbelievably unimpressed. Like, someone here is a god of thunder.
Yeah, it's a god of thunder.
Yeah.
A radioactive mutant.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there is a guy who doesn't have any powers and just has a suit,
Not what a
but
suit.
he's still better than you.
Yeah, but he's also a billionaire philanthropist
Yeah.
playboy. So
He actually provides our accommodation. As well. He's got to have him in the team.
that guy's just got a shield. No, he's superhuman. He's superhuman.
That guy's just got a shield. He's that guy. Look, no, that's a leader.
Yeah. No, he runs his shit.
Yeah.
He says assemble.
Have you seen him on a punch bag? Fucking
He can't get drunk.
mate, he jumped on a grenade.
Yeah, true.
I love the foreshadowing in that, where he jumps on a grenade and what's her name? the one that becomes Captain Britain or something, whatever her name is. Is it Betty?
Oh, I don't know. I
But
can't
she goes to jump on. And in an alternate universe, she's Captain America, but she's
she
Captain
is, yeah, she
UK
has
or
super
something.
serum.
Yeah. But yeah, in that scene of the film, in the Captain America movie, where he runs and jumps on the grenade, she also runs for the grenade. And it shows her running towards it and stops when he gets on top of it. Yeah, they're the only two that go for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Bit of foreshadowing
I
there.
didn't know that.
Magical.
Are you going to watch the new Fantastic Four film?
Yes, absolutely. Big fan
I'm
when I was
looking
little. Fantastic Four.
Oh, have you watched The Last of Us?
Yes.
Oh.
But the spores. About the spores.
Right. I've only watched the first episode.
Okay.
So it is about fungus.
Yes, okay, cool.
Right. I have to say, you know what I'm like about watching stuff? I watched one episode and I was like, this is fucking good.
Yeah?
I cannot wait to watch episode 2.
Yeah, it's good. It is a good film.
It's only
series,
one
sorry.
season long as well.
Yes.
So, and I cannot wait to watch the next one. Like, so I love watching series based on games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they keep fucking it
Don't
up.
do it well. I think one of the good things about that is I've not played Last of Us.
Well, I know someone who has, and they're like, it's just like playing the game. Like,
Okay,
it's
cool.
perfect. And they've smashed it. Same
Yeah.
as Witcher.
Witcher, they've done very well.
That's what I mean.
Not anymore, obviously.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. When they kept it to the thing, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And they did the same with this. So why in Halo did they not? When they got a guy taking his helmet off
I've
and
not seen
shit.
Halo, to be fair.
It's fucking...
You're so annoyed about
It's
Halo.
so shit.
It's
Don't
not the
even watch
first
it.
time this has come up, just to clarify. Halo is not the first time Halo's come up.
Sorry.
Have you watched Adolescence yet?
No, I'm watching Last of Us and then I watch Adolescence,
Okay.
yeah.
Adolescence is very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
You're not the first
Filmed
person
in
to
a
tell
very
that,
good
yeah.
way. I think
Yeah.
that's what's quite interesting
Apparently
about
it's done
it.
in 4 scenes? Apparently.
Yeah, it's 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Every episode is one scene.
One scene,
long.
yeah. I will give
Very
that a watch,
well done.
definitely.
The end. I want you to not ring me. Text me afterwards. The end got me.
Okay, has you? I've watched it.
No, just because I think the end will get you as well. It's good. It's a good ending.
Yeah. Get me like
But
Let
you'll
Me Cry,
only
or get
like
me
you'll
like-
only. It made me feel things.
Ooh.
So I want to see. But I feel like
feel
I'm
a
not
lot
going
of
to give it
things.
away.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
going to give it away. But you'll know why it got me.
Okay.
Like, you'll be at the end. You'll be like, "What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
What, the car?
Yeah.
No, that's not the end.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Not the end of the first episode."
Yeah.
No, it's very good. I'm very much enjoying it. Another thing I wanted to talk about, because it popped up on my feed the other day, is that I know you're going to probably agree with this, a ban on smacking.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you're very pro that.
What, smacking or banning
No,
it?
banning. Depends on what scenario.
You know my feelings. on
Yeah,
smacking.
you're not a fan of smacking
I'm
at
not a
all,
fan of smacking
under any
at all.
circumstance,
No,
are
I
you?
am not. No.
Yeah, so there's now a thing where obviously spanking, I'm very much of a spanking's fine. I don't really care about spanking. Hitting your child, like, in general,
Yeah.
I think is wrong. If you hit out of anger, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a punishment of spanking, I think doesn't hurt.
So what's the ban? Just
Just not
'cause it
spanking
used
at all.
to be you couldn't leave a mark.
Yeah. So apparently from what I can recall, basically there's no scientific evidence that smacking helps development of a child. And that's why they're basically saying, well, don't fucking smack. Like there's better ways and easier ways
That
to
is
teach a child. than-
100% my view on it.
Yeah.
What are you teaching that child by smacking them when they do something wrong?
It's kind of in very simple terms, and you're not going to like the way this sounds, but I hope you understand the idea behind it. It's kind
You
of like
sicken
fuck
me.
around and find out.
Yeah.
Is that kind of there's enough kids these days that just are let loose, and I understand obviously it's not a case of they've all not been smacked or whatever, but I feel like there needs to be a point where a kid does something where you're like, all right, in the real world, you'd get fucked up for this. Like this is not a, do you know what I mean? So I think pain is probably a reasonable punishment, but I don't think you should smack out of anger. That I think is wrong. You should hit your kids because you're angry with them. And you should hit them because you're punishing them.
Yep. I can't say I even look at when I was smacked growing up, and I wasn't smacked often at all. That's not like a knock on my parents because I probably deserved it. But I can't say I ever would agree with it. I think you could handle that differently. didn't improve me in any way.
I feel
that
like
smack.
I feel like it stopped us doing a lot of things, like stepping out of line, because we had a thing in ours where there was 4 of us, and if one of you messed up, all of you would get punished.
Yeah.
So then we held each other accountable, and we were like, no. We also covered each other's stuff up, which I don't know, it's kind of like... Yeah,
Cool, that worked really well, didn't it?
Well, I mean, it does, because they won't find out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, in my opinion, that's not the right discipline, then, is it?
Ignorance is bliss.
That's what I mean. For me, I just think there's always a better way to... There's always a lesson to be learned that isn't just for a child than a smack.
Yeah.
That's just always going to be my opinion of it. I don't think a parent should be inflicting pain on their child for any reason. I can't obscure my view from that.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes Atlas will do something, and I'll, for example, I might use force. Like I'll move his hand.
Yeah.
But I will never smack it or something like that.
No.
And I don't think I'll ever change that view. Like as he grows and stuff. I bet I don't even raise my voice to him really.
Yeah. Well, I try not to raise my... I mean, I changed the tone of my voice.
So, yep, agree with that, obviously.
And it's actually quite interesting. Something that I've been going over with Elijah recently is he's obviously getting older. Mm-hmm. And, like, he still does this thing where, like, if he knows he's in trouble, and I know why he does it, but, like, if he knows he's in trouble and I ask him something, he'll answer in a timid manner. So he'll be like, oh, I don't know. Oh, but I don't know. And I'm not, like, recently I've been saying to him, like, stop talking like that. Like, you're not a mouse. Like, speak. Like, we're talking. I'm not having a go at you. We're talking. Talk properly.
Yeah.
And also stuff like, say something happens at school and he's like, says that, and I'm like, okay, what did you say? He's like, oh, well, I asked for it back. And I'm like, stop talking like talk to me. Talk properly. Talk with purpose.
Yeah.
I don't want him to keep doing. I said,
shy away from the conversation.
I'm like, talk with purpose. We are talking. Like, I try and avoid the whole "you're a man" because he's not a man.
That's
But
fair.
like, I want to be like, as a man, you have to talk with purpose. You have to talk with
Confidence.
authority, confidence. Yes, like, and even when asking people not to do things, I say to him, like, if he say someone takes something off him at school, he'll say, I ask them to give it back. I know what his ask to give it back will be. Will be can I have it back? I'll give it. No, don't. It'll be whiny. It won't be. And I'm like, no, tell them with confidence.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Okay.
Like it's done. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily it's done. But,
I know. What
yeah, I mean, give it back.
Yeah.
Like say it with confidence. Don't say it with. So it's quite interesting. That's actually something we're talking about now. Is and one of the first things he confused it was with anger, and I was like, no, like that's not. You don't say it with anger. You say it with authority. Like say it with confidence. And we talked about it for a little while and went over it. And
Yeah. I guess that's a very interesting point you brought up there, is trying to help them learn emotions don't always correlate.
yeah,
But because something is authoritative doesn't mean it's angry.
yeah.
And trying to help them through that. Because that
Navigate
is tough. That's hard to navigate.
And I suppose when he's heard me talk authoritatively to him, it's when he's done wrong. So he assumes I'm angry, which isn't always the case.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the thing. Address it, Gaz. Sort your parenting out.
I
Don't
think
be a
it's
prick all the time.
it's such a hard road to navigate. And I'm really, like, upon the smacking thing, just to go back to that, it's one of the things that I am glad it's been phased out the way it has. I feel like it had to.
I just think there's such a grey area. I think there are certain things where I'm like, yeah, I'd probably smack them.
Really?
Yeah. For example, if Elijah was 11, 12, 13 and he hit his mum in the face.
Right. So here's my thing on that.
Okay.
Not to dispute what you're saying.
Yep.
I just don't think it should get to that point. It should have been parented correctly.
Okay, yes, fine.
So that's kind of more my thing. I don't believe in smacking, but that goes on with all my other values of parenting.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, you might be like, well, yeah, of course I'd smack him if he did something like that.
Yeah.
If he bought a gun, if he bought a weapon home,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't smack him for bringing a weapon home.
if he used a weapon.
But on his mum. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
I
but,
mean,
like, there's
or, like,
certain
drugs
things-
and stuff.
Like
I don't
you
know,
see,
but-
like you see videos. There's a video of a going round of a girl who's just walking around a supermarket, trashing the place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that kind of attitude.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, no respect for anyone else, anything,
No.
blah, blah. You need a smack.
Yeah.
You need a smack.
Yeah.
And there's also that video of the guy who uppercuts that kid. And I'll let you know I'm on the guy's side, 100%.
Uppercuts a kid.
Have you not seen it? Right. You've got to find it after this. So a guy walks up to a girl with his son who's younger. Like the girl's, I would say maybe 12, 13. His son's maybe 6 or 7. And she's bullying him. She's been bullying him. So he walks over and he's like, you need to stop bullying him. Like, stop teasing him, stop bullying. They're in a playground.
Right.
Like, he's like, you need to stop bullying him, teasing him, blah, 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 blah. Like, has a go at her. And she goes, okay, then bends down to bully the kid again in front of his dad. But basically just going, fuck off, mate. Like, no, you're nothing. So he just fucking uppercuts her. The dad. Uppercuts his... Yeah, bangs her. Yeah. And I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely.
That's a bit wild, isn't it?
I agree.
Oh, no.
I agree, mate. The attitude, honestly. She's surrounded by all her friends, so she thinks she's cool. Like, she's like, yeah, whatever, mate. And then goes to bully his son in front of him. You're mental. You're
what
insane.
I hate is like, part of me agrees with. The other part is I just feel like the way the world is, the consequence of that, just I couldn't risk it.
Yeah, but I know, true. But the problem is, the girl needs to suffer a consequence.
I don't disagree with you. That's not my point. I do agree.
And if that doesn't happen, if he doesn't do that, she's almost encouraged because her friends will find it hilarious that she's just parred off this older guy and bullied this little kid instead. And her friends won't go, you're being a prick here. Her friends will be like, wee. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, give her a clout. Like,
It's the only thing I like about the woke movement is I think it is so anti-bullying.
Yeah.
I do think kids grow up with a more accepting view of things.
Well, I mean, it's anti-bullying if you agree with them. I think it's just more of the same on the other side. I don't think it's I think if you don't agree with them, they're happy to bully you. Like it's just bullying from the other side. Yeah.
I fucking hate bullying.
Yeah,
I've got to
it's
be honest
disgusting,
with you,
isn't it?
It's one of the only things growing up I really hated. I couldn't stand watching somebody who couldn't really defend themselves be picked on.
No, that's fair.
I'll never have.
It's just it's horrible to watch, isn't it? It's horrible to not be involved in, to let it happen.
But I think as well, I watched my older brother get bullied, and I think that really definitely sparks my... And because I was younger, I couldn't defend him.
Yeah.
Only when we got older could I then defend him. But obviously my younger brother had no worries. He never got bullied. But I couldn't stop
all
my older...
good.
Yeah, he's had a good run. But my poor older brother, I couldn't...
Yeah.
And the only time I ever was bullied was by the people that bullied him.
Bless.
Yeah, but I didn't feel bullied. Like, it was bullying, but times were different.
Fucking toughen up, sunshine.
Yeah, literally, yeah. I remember one time they held me down at lunch break, took my shoes off me, and it was like dribbling rain, and threw them over the fence into the field. So then when the bell went, so we had to go back to class, they let me go. But I still hadn't got my shoes on, so I had to walk in my socks through the mud to get my shoes. And then go back to class. So I explained what happened. And they were like, well, who did it? And I was like,
Can't tell
no
you.
one. And they were like, did it really happen? I was like, yeah.
Look at my fucking feet.
Yeah, I know, right? And then they just went, no, well, you're going to have to stay late after class. I was like,
It's mental, isn't it?
bro!
That's mental.
I know.
Like, that is pure, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
all that is. That's like, I can blatantly see you wouldn't have done that yourself.
Yeah.
But I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to lie...
Yeah, if you have to make up the time.
Yeah. You've just been bullied.
Yeah,
You're just going to...
they did make me make up the time at the end of class. I obviously forgot. But that's, for me, that's probably like the most bullied I've ever... To be with that, now I've said it out loud, that's bullying.
That is bullying, yeah. Absolutely.
I didn't really think about it, but...
I
yeah,
would,
so...
I would never have gone through that because I was arse to nails.
Yeah, no, I was...
As a ginger guy, never got bullied.
Yeah.
Growing up. Actually, to be fair, I got bullied more... I wouldn't call it bullied. I got called more... Yeah, I got called more names. I've been called more names as an adult for being ginger than I ever was as a child. Yeah. No one gave a shit when I was a child.
Really?
I was ginger, yeah. No one really gave a shit.
I don't think I ever really pick on your gingerness.
No.
I don't really. Pick on...
There's larger issues at hand.
I actually don't think I pick on you
If I was ripped to shreds, ginger would be the first thing every day.
Do you know what I probably pick on you the most for?
Wait.
No, I don't think
Oh.
I even pick on you for weight that much.
You do.
I don't think I pick on you that much.
You do.
Do you think?
I think that's the thing you pick on me most for. What do you think it is? Jesus. Maybe I'm just missing a lot of stuff. It's being dumb. It's being dumb. Jesus.
That goes with...
Wow. Hurtful. Maybe I miss it all the time. Maybe I'm just none the wiser.
goes over your head every time. Well, I think that's what...
I'm like you. Yeah, you're right, mate. I agree.
Oh, God. Now I feel bad.
No.
Do you- So, something has come across my interest lately.
Yeah.
And we are a pair of man crushers, I would say. And then you can come across a fella online.
Mm-hmm.
I have come across one that I've come across before,
Okay.
but I've paid more attention to their content lately.
Right.
And it's a fellow called Thorin Bradley.
Okay.
He's the guy who cuts wood with an axe.
Right.
Right. Very simple. However, I watched a couple of his videos where he talks about more things than just cutting wood, essentially. Talks about masculinity, talked about... He's got a home gym, he was just doing like a tournament and stuff like that. And I was like, what a nice guy. I was like, I would love to be that guy's friend. Like, I know it's a really strange...
Yeah.
So he does this whole thing on masculinity, but it's very like... It's a type of masculinity that I really like.
Right.
It's masculinity that basically says, I'm going to do the better thing. I don't really care if you don't think... Like, which is what I think masculinity should be.
Yeah.
And obviously it's pro, like, being a gentleman and stuff like that. And then at the end of it, he goes like, I know a lot of people here just think I say stuff just to get the woman's vote. But like, check my analytics, and he's got like an 85% men following.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I think, oh, fair play. He's actually just trying to say stuff to increase what is good masculinity in men and stuff like that. And just it's just at the moment, every time I see a new video of his come up, I'm like, yeah, I want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite healthy to encourage masculinity in the current state of affairs. I think it's kind of being downtrodden, and every part of masculinity is being picked apart.
Yeah.
And people don't normally look at the good sides of masculinity and the sides you need.
Yes.
There are ups and downsides to aggression. There are ups and downsides to strength. There's ups and downsides to, and an arsehole's always going to be an arsehole.
Yeah.
And they're always going to use, I mean, if you looked at it like powers, for example, if masculinity was a power, there are people that use their powers for good. There are people that use their powers for bad. Do you know what I mean? So, irrelevant of the power, it's the person that's a prick.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not the masculinity that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's the person that's the problem.
I'd agree. I think we watched a video earlier, didn't we, of one of the Tate brothers?
Yes.
And I think that, for me, just kind of shows everyone's always got bad mouthing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they've got...
Well, there are certain times, where you're like... I mean, the thing is, I think I've always said about the Tates that they know how to garner attention through shock value.
Yes.
And I think what Andrew Tate has done more so than Tristan is he has garnered a lot of hate through trying to gain popularity, and almost too much to the fact that it's difficult for him to turn the tide back. Because when you see him in interviews and stuff like that, some of his opinions are like, yeah, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But what he's done has been so outrageous online, on purpose, I think, that it's difficult for people to go, oh, actually, no, that's a good point. They just go, fucking sexist pig, this, that, the other. Yeah.
Just so people know, the video that we watched earlier of Tristan, someone emailed in and was like, oh, at the minute, every time I get a paycheck, I always spend it on my wife and my son. I don't invest any of it. I don't do anything with the money. I always end up back at zero at the end of the month. Like, what should I start to do with my money? And Tristan was like, nothing. You've got your two best investments you'll ever have, and you invest your love and
keep spending.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Enjoy
keep
that.
Keep spending all your money on it. Keep spending.
You won't invest it in anything better.
Yeah, the most priceless return is those smiles. And
did not expect that reply.
No, but what an amazing reply.
Yeah,
and
I don't
so
even think
true.
I'd have thought that.
Yeah.
Maybe put a little bit away, start looking at that.
Join the war room.
Yeah. I was like, that's a really good thing to say back.
Speaking about the takes, reminds me of a story that I'll tell you. I went to a let's call it conference recently, and someone came up to make a speech. Okay, so the guy making a speech was the head of an equipment company, and you'd have thought he was coming on to just make like almost a sales pitch, show off a bit of equipment, all that lot.
Okay.
And what this guy, trigger warning, if you're affected by anything in this, this guy did essentially was blame one person for the Manchester bombings in front of people who were working at the arena when the Manchester bombings happened.
Crikey.
He blamed a member of staff for it, which went down like a ton of bricks, as you can imagine. He went on to talk about how he'd read all these books and gone abroad and studied all these things about women being attacked and being sexually assaulted and killed and this, that, and the other. Now, as this happens, what you would expect is that it was going to lead somewhere.
Yeah.
This didn't lead anywhere.
Oh.
There was not a conclusion.
Oh, right, okay.
He just told everyone.
Oh, nice.
Now, at this point, you can imagine the audience is just like, what's going on? Like, and in this thing where he's talking about these women getting attacked and stuff like, I'm not laughing because of the women getting attacked, just to clarify.
Yeah.
He's almost pushing across that women are these poor defenseless, like they couldn't possibly defend themselves against these brutes and blah blah blah. And there's women in the audience. Those women are like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, the organizer of the event cut him off.
Oh, really?
That's how bad it was.
my
Like,
God.
that the organizer of the event was like, okay, yeah, blah, blah. And he said, this is what he did. Bearing in mind, he's not once mentioned his company, what they do. He's just gone on this big rant about.
How long did this go on for?
I would say probably about 10 minutes.
Oh,
like
God,
it was a
right.
speech.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he was like, no, can I just say one thing? Whatever reason in the organizer's head, they were like, yeah, go for it. Like, just say one more thing. He was like, if you like Andrew Tate, or you like Donald Trump, or you like Elon Musk, fuck you. And it just went. And honestly, it was.
And the crowd erupted.
I don't know what he wanted. Like, and my job's a kind of a space where you can't really air those opinions. That's not we work in an industry where you can't really air those opinions. You can't do that kind of stuff because you could work either way. Do you know what I mean? But mate, honestly, the weirdest. You know when you're just kind of like
surreal.
Yeah, so intently listening because I'm like, this has got to do something. Something's happening here. Nope. That went nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you just like that, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
okay.
Just listening to a story about you.
Yeah, oh, that's what you study.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine what you're going to do is tell us about a bit of equipment you've made that. Oh no, you're not.
No.
Okay.
All right.
It's
Those
just
poor
a book,
women.
is it?
Fuck.
Thanks for letting us know,
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
All right, good stuff.
Somebody put him off stage. Oh, no, there's more.
Oh, no, hold on. Oh, there's got one more thing to say.
Fuck Trump. Okay.
Yeah, good
cool,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Nice,
honestly,
nice.
just it's just like, what is going on with this? I don't understand why he's saying stuff. Well, some stop. Who didn't vet that speech before he went up? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that's a
someone's
good
got to
point.
have gone
Yeah,
like.
Someone probably went, he'll be all right.
So,
He's a pretty normal bloke.
it's a Greg from the equipment store.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to talk about defending women and stuff. Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
The Manchester bombings were this guy's fault.
Whoa!
Organizer immediately denounced any. Like, we don't believe that at all. It's nothing to do with us. Like, Manchester bombings was one person's fault, and that's the person that carried the bomb. But all the whole
Yeah.
mate, honestly, weird stuff.
Yeah. I love stuff like that though.
It's just weird.
I like to be near it but have nothing to do with it.
That's exactly where I was.
Yes.
And I was like, I need to know the conclusion, but I don't want anything to do with that.
You know, like with work drama, I like to know about it.
Yeah.
And that is it.
I don't want to be involved.
Yeah, no, as soon as someone brings it to me,
I'm like, don't get me involved.
Yeah,
It's not my
fucking-
kind of thing.
yeah.
Well, what did you say did happen?
Yeah. You can tell me all you want.
Yeah.
But if you start trying to ask me to do stuff about the job,
Yeah.
you've got the wrong guy.
Or pass judgment. I will not pass judgment on
Yeah.
anything to you.
Nope.
My opinion stays entirely neutral.
Yeah.
God, I need to know.
Yeah. But you've got to tell me what
You've got to tell
happened
me
next.
everything.
Spill that tea.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will spill no tea.
Let me know tea spilled it. I don't like
Yeah.
that saying, you know.
Don't like spilling the tea.
I dislike it.
Why?
Very much. I just think it's a shit saying.
Why is it?
Let's spill the tea.
Yeah.
What do you mean, spill the tea? Where's it come from?
Because we're going to sit and drink tea.
Why are you
And
spilling
talk-
it?
Because that's just the expression.
Why are we spilling it? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's all the gossip. The tea, that's all the
Yeah,
gossip.
but that doesn't make sense. Why are we spilling it?
Because you shouldn't
Why are
gossip.
we just gossiping?
No, because you shouldn't gossip.
What, and you
You're
shouldn't spill tea?
spilling it. You shouldn't spill tea.
You're just making stuff up. At this
No,
point.
you shouldn't
You're just
spill
grasping
tea.
at straws.
No, you shouldn't spill tea.
Why are we grasping at straws?
You
Of all things, why straws? Why is it straws we're
Please stop
grasping
just picking
for?
apart everything. Please.
Why are we picking apart?
I knew you were going to come on. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I quite like spilling the tea. What do you like then? Well, what do you call it? What would you say?
Gossiping. Nattering.
Fit and have a gossip. What are you? Fool?
Chinwag.
Oh, I don't like chinwag.
Have a chinwag.
Yeah, let's have a chinwag.
What's the goss?
No, don't.
Spill the tea.
Yeah. Good
Shit.
one. I like it.
Spill the coffee.
It-
What I like to say.
it always-
What I like to say is drink the coffee.
Yeah.
Let's drink the coffee.
Spill the beans.
That's
I
good.
think was that was
Yeah,
always.
but
what
that's
used to be-
confess.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
not
Yeah,
gossip.
yeah. You're quite right, actually, isn't it? Come on, spill the beans. What? Where's that come from?
When someone spilled beans while they were confess.
Yeah, I need. No, my God, shit. No, my God, bless you.
All right, mate. Well, why am I doing this?
'Cause you-
Because what? Because what?
Nothing.
Because what?
Because you're a fidgeter. No.
Because I'm dumb, mate.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Because you're thick. So, I guess you both
Literally.
ways.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting thing to talk about. So I started
What,
training.
me being fat? That's interesting. You're
No.
fat and dumb.
No.
Okay. This podcast took a turn. I'm not really happy with it. So
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm gonna shoot now. Let Ryan finish this off. Because I'm not comfortable with where this has gone. Why are you laughing at us so intently? What's going on?
Oh, that got me.
Hurtful, Ryan. Hurtful.
So that is not where I was going with that. So I've recently started training again as I was going to go.
Okay.
I've packed on some body weight. And then, actually, it's not interesting at all. But,
I want them to know.
no, that isn't what the funny bit is. So every weekend when the wife goes to work, we've got a whiteboard and I draw a Pokemon on it or whatever.
Yep.
And then say, like, have a great weekend, this, that, and the other. But the wife's not so artsy-fartsy. So Monday through Friday, she'll just write a message on mine. Because I packed all this weight on, she called me Thick Boy on there, THIK, to let me know that it wasn't silly. But a thick boy. And I was thinking, I've never been called thick in my entire life until that moment.
What
Like
are
a
you doing?
damn son.
What are you doing?
She thick.
What are you doing?
I'm happy that I'm
Are you
putting
just
this-
bragging?
I am, yeah.
That's what you're doing
I
right
am,
now,
yeah.
isn't it?
I'm
You're
pleased.
like, you've gone. This is what you've done.
Go on, tell me.
Guys, I've started training recently.
Yeah.
So
Can you all tell?
I also, in my relationship, we leave each other love notes in the morning. This is what you're doing. We leave each other love notes. We've got a whiteboard, and on the weekends, I draw her a picture every weekend just to send her off for her day. During the week, she writes me a love note. And I just want you to know that my gains are so dramatic that my missus essentially called me a thick boy because I've got big muscles.
No, because I'm
Guys,
getting...
just wanted to let you all know
timber.
that. All right? Thanks.
Gotta leave that
That's
out.
what you've just done. No, that's what you've just done.
Leave
That's
that out.
exactly what you've just done.
It didn't feel like that when I was doing it. Just putting it out. I was just telling you that...
Also won the lottery.
Go and do that.
That'd be sick if you did.
Yeah, it would be wonderful.
We went to the park the other day, and we shared an ice cream.
Oh,
romantic.
we literally.
So we took the kids to the park. My son, Ryan's son, and my niece and nephew. We took them all to the park. Did a little family trip to the park. It was
Did?
very nice. It was a lovely sunny day.
It was lovely.
And we went and bought ice creams.
Yeah.
And walking through a very, very busy park, just to clarify.
It's busy.
We were walking through it. I got an ice cream cone, Ryan got an ice cream, kids got ice creams. And I went, Ryan, you should have got the vanilla. It's really nice. And just passed it to Ryan. And Ryan innovated.
Wait. Not past it. I didn't hold the
no,
cone.
yeah, sorry.
He just put it in front of my face. Without thinking, I went...
And I was like, good, isn't it? I just carried on it.
And I was like, well, we look like a couple. Without any
But
hesitation from either of us.
the hilarious part of that, my answer was obviously, what the fuck are they going to do? Like, who's going to say anything? Because even if they came up and were like, that's disgusting, I would defend our imaginary relationship
as well.
to the high hills. I would be like, who the fuck are you speaking to? That's my other half. My son and you.
Not in front of our children.
100%. I would defend it. Like, absolutely defend it to the high hills. Like, there's been a massacre in this park. Babe, look, someone insulted our relationship. Whose relationship?
Yeah. Well.
But we were sharing ice creams and stuff.
Yeah,
What do you mean
yeah.
you were sharing ice cream? Look, it makes sense if
Yeah.
you just go back to the start of the story.
Yeah. Well, I got home and told Becca, and she was not even remotely surprised by the story. She's
She
like,
was
oh, yeah. All right, me and Guys need to tone it down.
Oh, it did make me laugh.
It was good. A good moment. I think there was like a 3-second gap until
We're
it
both
kind
just
of
like,
clicked what just
oh,
happened.
what we've just done, yeah.
Yeah. That was
You were like, do you want to try chocolate? I was like, no.
I did.
No, I don't want
Do you want to feel what I felt?
Don't make me the only one. Jesus. And then when we were walking, we kept bumping hands. Which happens in general when you walk.
Yeah.
But once that's happened, it means a lot more.
The holding was...
Oh, yeah, that's what... It was when we took our pants off, that's it.
Yeah.
But, no, that was quite a funny story.
I have to say, that's one of my favourite things that we do is go to the park with the little ones. And
Yeah.
whatnot. I do love doing that.
I've got an excellent picture of you walking ahead with all the kids around you. I really like it.
That
Yeah,
is cool, yeah.
really like that picture.
That's actually one thing, I don't know what other people like this, me and Gaz have discussed before, is taking pictures. Living in the moment,
Yeah.
but trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Because we're terrible at taking pictures.
Awful. Just, when I get home, like, what'd you do today? Loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Any pics? No.
No, I actually picture anything, actually. No. Yeah, that's pretty bad, actually. Yeah.
Just seems like we're having an affair.
Yeah.
So, here's a picture of me and Ryan cuddling.
Yeah.
There's one of us.
Yeah.
Just do the most homosexual pictures possible on our next outing.
Yeah.
But, like, inadvertently. Like, here's us cuddling by a statue.
Yeah. Pushing Alice away.
Getting rid of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, on that beautiful note.
We're going to play one game of Mind Meld.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is a surprise, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah. We've not done a good game like this in a
We
long
haven't
time.
done a mind meld game for ages. 3, 2, 1, custard.
Thunder.
Custard
That
and
is
thunder.
not a lot of mixing
Custard
there.
and thunder. I've got one that's so loose.
So's mine, so let's
So
just go
loose.
for it.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Ambrosia.
Yours was not loose. Yours was great.
I
Great.
appreciate that.
Mine was Fat Thor. You know, in Thingy where he's fat.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Ambrosia was banging. It was such a good link. Mine's loose.
That is loose. Well, I was happy when it came into my head. I was like, but yeah. So Ambrosia and Fat Thor.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Blood.
Gods.
Okay.
You see blood.
Hmm.
Gods and blood. Okay, yeah.
Blood of the gods. Fuck. I'm not going to get it.
What's my favourite word? One of my favourite words. Cool. Smell of rain.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It all left me. Smell of rain is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Done a whole fucking episode on this.
We did.
No.
You're just gonna have to do something else. We have to knowingly get this one wrong.
No, just you say something else. You know I'm not getting it.
No. Why would I make myself incorrect?
There's no right or wrong.
There is.
You're playing the game wrongly
When we've got blood
by knowing.
and gods. I can't unlock my word. I've locked a word in.
Blood of the gods. Fuck.
People at home are screaming.
It's going to annoy the shit
At the
out of me. As
podcast
soon as
right
you
now.
say it, I'll be like, of course it fucking was.
Of course, it's easy.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Nectar.
Ichor.
Petrichor. Of course it was. Water of the blood of the gods.
Water of the blood of the gods. And you said nectar.
Nectar.
So we've got nectar and ichor. Cool. Ambrosia would be a great thing to say now.
3. Oh, you got
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Honey.
Liquid.
We've both said that.
Okay. Liquid honey. 3, 2, 1. Sticky.
Viscous.
Okay, sticky and viscous.
Sticky and viscous. All right. You know what would be a really good one to say for that? Honey. All right. I got one.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Glue. Nice.
See,
nice.
we all get the weird ones. We always get there with the weird ones. Petrichor annoyed the shit out of me. The thing is, we should have got it at that point,
Yes.
but just because I was a knob.
No, you just couldn't remember. It's
And
late.
as soon as you went Ichor, I was like, Petrichor.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah. It's all right. It happens. Do you want to do one more?
Yes.
Okay.
3.
No, you haven't got a word. You haven't got a word.
You can't, not allowed to do that. 3, 2, 1. Magnesium.
Magnesium and tooth.
3, 2, 1.
Filling. Oh, well done.
Smashed it.
Yeah,
Smashed it.
that's
Metal
good.
filling.
You going to finish on that or you do one more?
Oh, God, you don't want to finish on a win. Smash that. All
You
right,
always
3.
win. You haven't got a
We're playing
word.
until we win.
Stop. Where do you have a word?
I've got one.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Lake.
Sunshine.
Ooh.
Sunshine
That's
and
interesting.
lake.
Yeah, we've gone for scenics.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've got 2 in my head.
Oof.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Reflection.
Scenery. That's good. Reflection's good, though. What was the other one you had?
Meadow.
Oh, really?
Then I was like, Meadow's kind of... Because it was just kind of like a sunny...
Yeah, well, that's why I had fishing. Because if it's like a sunny
yeah.
on the lake, like, that's literally, I did the same thing.
So we've got reflection and scenic. 3, 2, 1. Mirror.
River. What'd you say?
Mirror.
No, I nearly said mirror, but what's that scenic?
Scenery was kind of where I was going with that, not scenic.
Scenery? Why is it?
Mirror.
Okay, I didn't. I think I saw scenery different because mirror went into my head, but I couldn't really link to scenery very well.
Okay. Mirror and...
River.
Okay. We don't get this. I haven't said this already. Oh, I have. No, I've said it. Oh, that's annoying.
What? What was he going to say?
Reflection. I said it already.
God.
Mirror... What? You... Mirror and thingy. It's definitely reflection.
Yeah, no, just that you've already said it. That's what I'm getting at.
A mirror and river. 3, 2, 1. Symmetry.
glass.
Never, ever saying molten glass.
Oh, but symmetry and molten glass. I'm in.
3, 2, 1.
Bottle.
Window.
Window's not bad though.
Bottle.
Symmetrical. Bottle.
Yes. Window and bottle. Okay.
Glass would be good to say.
No. We said glass, really.
Who said glass?
Hey, we
I said
have.
molten glass. No, you can't say glass if I
okay,
said molten glass.
But this is easy. Bottle and window.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Smash.
Transparent. Hey, they both work.
Yep. You're doing the thing where you go too intelligent.
Oh, I thought you
Pink,
were going to say see
bottle,
through.
window, smash. Bottle, window, transparent.
What?
Did you say I thought I was going to go see-through?
I did.
I thought you were going to say the more idiotic version of what I said. I'm not transparent. Me.
Sorry, yeah, you went from smash.
I went lower.
I went lower.
Those things break.
Okay, what was it?
Sake.
Smash and
transparent.
Okay.
Okay. Smash and transparent. We can't say window, bottle,
Or glass.
or glass. 3, 2, 1. Crystal.
Ice. Oh, crystal's good though. I was trying to think of something like Jimmy and Stony, but I wanted ice.
Ice was better.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Straight in. Easy.
3, 2, 1.
Diamond. Yay!
Happy days. See, we always get there in the end. We make it work.
People think we're bad at that game.
It's the ones I cut out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The 30 minutes I cut out, I was going around in a circle. You've already said that. No.
Smash.
Guys, if you like what you've seen or have just kept this on for the sake of it being in the background, we appreciate you regardless.
Yeah, we do.
If you could subscribe. And then go and watch all the rest of our videos. Love, like us, and share us with all your friends. We also have a Ko-fi, if that's still open.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Donate. We also like to apologise to everyone for...
Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Karen. Sorry.
Oh, we need to announce winners. If you've watched this far, winners will be announced. What I need you to do, if you have been announced as a winner, you need to DM us on Instagram, please.
So, the winner of the video message
What was the competition? Have you got that
for a
written?
competition that won a video message
From Christmas?
is Richard Dunn. The winner of the podcast merchandise for the competition that won podcast merchandise is Jack Turner.
Jack, didn't know you put as much effort into the dances.
The winner for the third prize for the competition for the mystery prize,
That we haven't figured out yet.
which is still a mystery.
But something will happen. What is the mystery prize? We've got to decide right now. Decide right now.
Mystery prize! And that goes. Plot!
That we know what it is already.
We have
But
worked out.
Only Plot will forever find out what this mystery prize
We'll never
is.
reveal what the mystery prize
Is that-
was.
we'll leave it up to Plot whether he wants to tell people
Yeah.
what the mystery prize is.
And that
Can
concludes.
you also tell us what the mystery
Yeah.
prize is?
Help us.
That concludes the winners from Christmas.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging on so long.
Oh, God, yeah.
We
It took us that
appreciate it.
long. There were so many entrants.
Yeah. I'd like you all to DM us. Plot, I need you to DM us for your mystery prize. Jack, I need you to DM us your address so we can send the merch.
got
And
address.
Rich,
Carry
to
on.
get us.
Sorry.
Rich, if you can DM us where you'd like us to send the video to,
Yeah.
and what you'd like to be in the video.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. I mean, we won't do that in the video, but we'll do something that you want us to do. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Guys, this has been emotional. We've loved every minute of it, and we hope you've loved every minute of it. In the comments, please put your favourite trending Fortnite dance. Appreciate you.
See you next week.